And we're live from the wilderness of Colorado. I am your hostess, the High Spiritualist. The High Priestess Phoenix. Sorry, I thought I said something. Spiritual healer, teacher, shaman, seer, oracle, light worker, starseed, earth angel, mystic, medium, psychic, witch, and messenger of God. What's up, what's up? Sorry, I'm a little off. I wasn't really planning on doing this. And it was funny because the kids were like, they went to go in and they're like, are you going to do a reading? And I was like, I guess I am. You know, we need a candle. So, why am I doing a reading? Well, tomorrow is Friday then. Saturday, Sunday. What? You know what? Let's light the essence first. So I'm not going to be ready to deal with you guys in your shadow work in the morning. So we might as well just get a projection of what's going to happen when the sun goes down. The moon's already out. Can you see it in my camera? Give me a second. I'll try to find it for you. Anyways, I was burning some sage too. Let me start the sage on fire too. So we're gonna check our shadow work for tomorrow just to see what the fuck is gonna pop up. Be all psychic about it. I mean, not really. Hey Chipmunk, what you doing? Did you get the grapes I gave you? You are too cute, little fucker. I just rolled some grapes down his little hole. Here, have some. There you go. Have some great energy. Have some great energy and some salt, you salty bitches. JK, what's up, everyone? Happy Thursday. Happy Jupiter. Did you have a good day? I had a great day. Full of energy, kicked ass, made some cash, came home, blew through it. We're jamming. Wanna jam it with you? Alright, give me a second. Let me puff, and then we'll pass. Alright, what do we want to do? Do we want the shadows first? Or do we want the spiritual growth? Or do we want some good news? What do you want? What do you want? Let's just go into it. What do we got coming, God? What is our shadow work, guys? Shadow work is your intensive inner child trauma healing. So I'm going to pull some cards that are probably only going to confirm what's already coming to the surface that you need to deal with. Yes? Yes. We specialize in this. We heal our shadows. We integrate them, and then we become one again. Hey, do you see the moon? No, not like that. You can't. Okay, go up. I don't know why I can't really get it. Because it's like right on the edge of the tree. It's probably because of your view. Sorry. I was trying to get the moon at you. You can go outside and see it for yourself if you want. I'm pretty sure it's out there. Oh, goodness. Let's see what God got for us. Jezebel? No. That's funny because I showed the video this morning hella early. Talking logical, it takes away the actual miracle. Right? That's how that works. All right. Are you ready? Are you ready? This is a big deal because every time I pull a card, I got to tell a whole fucking story. Hey, bees. Mucho, take it easy. You want to see some bees, bro? Watch this. Watch this. Oh, get out. I'm not supposed to swim in there. Get out. Oh, he crawls right back in. I push him out and he crawls right back in. You see them bastards? They're all over the place. If I put the juice over there, maybe you'll see them. They be hanging out all day long. All right, let's see. What are they going to hit us with? Oh. Well, hey. How are you, Neptune? Let's see. This is going to be our shadow work tomorrow is Neptune. Let's see. I had a good day. Did you have a good day? I worked my ass off today. I was kind of sore, and then I worked twice as hard. So now I just do you feel the burn? Not yet. I haven't calmed down. Hey, watch out, bee. I should name them. I should name the bees. All right. Magic, imagination, and illusion. You are a master magician. I am. But people think that I should be using it for something else. No, you don't understand. With great power comes great responsibility. I'm still here to have a whole humbled life. There will be times when I will pull out the magic and you guys will see it, but it's only in protection. It'll only ever be for protection and healing. That's all my magic's used for. Truthfully, to heal or to protect. You know what I mean? In the essence, think of all the times that God gave the prophets those great gifts. It was only for the healing and the protection of others. That's it. Do you know what I mean? Jesus didn't walk around with a big fat bag. That's not how it works, guys. And that's your intentions. You're like, if I was as magical as her, I would do this, that, and the other. That's why you're not allowed to have the same powers, guys. because all you would do is use it to suffocate yourself with fleshly desires. You wouldn't make the world a better place. When Neptune card shows up in an oracle reading, the universe has to remind you that your natural... Oh God, here he comes. You heard Morgan? As soon as he popped into my intuition, Morgan's like, I hear you, Morgan. Fucking Rustabust, he is my fucking most consistent twin flame on this whole shadow journey. Did he irritate me today? No. It was just that lovely reminder. I'm listening to you still. I love you. He has a weird way of saying it, and it's very backbiting is what it really is. But Russ shared this shit. I went off on another twin flames yesterday. I was like, all you guys is worried about is stacking the bag, bro. So then Russ shares in his story, if all you do it for is the money, then it'll lack soul something. He had to make it look better than what I did. He always trying to one-up me. Bro, stop it. Shave your fucking face. What's up with the fucking... Oh my God. I know it was your girlfriend that told you to do it. Are you losing your hair? Why are you wearing bandanas that don't match your clothes? What does that do for you? See? All you gotta do is bring him in. I'm over here rubbing my eyes, my head. The birds are going crazy. I'm like, ugh, it's him again. It's my twin flame Russ. Anyways, he's supposed to be backing me up, but he's just in the back annoying me. Take time to dive into your spiritual alchemy and manifestation practice. What do you want your life to look like? Oh God, this is getting difficult. I don't really know anymore. I don't want to paint a picture. I just let God put a picture there. Really, you guys, I gotta be perfectly honest. Every time I try to put a picture there, I get frustrated. Meaning, I'm gonna do this, and then I'll try to do it, and I'll be frustrated, or it won't work out, and I'll be frustrated. It's just a frustrating situation trying to do my way. I don't know what I'm supposed to do. But if I wait until God gives me a picture, and I do what that is, it always works every fucking time. It's not really me, because when I try to push the boulder my way, the fucking thing crushes me, bro. I gotta be honest with you. So in the sense of what do I want my life to look like? Fuck. The mind really wants me to fucking just get some stability, bro. Like, I want to tell you that I'm saving up so we can move into hotels next, right? Because that's the next best thing. But I'm supposed to be saving up to pack up and move the fuck on. And so as soon as you're ready to do it, the mind grabs back onto what it thinks is right. Because it's like, no, but you could just stay in the hotel near your job, and now they'll put you out there. And I'm like, yeah, but what am I doing this for? Because that's a fucking rat race. That's a rat race, dude. I've done it. And that's what I was trying to tell Draco. Get the fuck out of the hotel, bro. That'll kill you. People go into hotels and never get out. They never, ever. Nope. You can't, because it costs too much. It's some bullshit. Anyway, so I was on that trippy bullshit, and that's why I'm like, I don't know. I'm waiting for God to put a vision in there. I mean, other than the fact that he told me to travel, he didn't say where or when or what. So for right now, I'm just going to work. They only have Monday through Friday work. I'm going to work again tomorrow. And then I'm going to meditate all day and all night. And then if he doesn't give me nothing, then I'll pay for another day. And we'll just kind of go from there. But there's supposed to be some really rainy days next week. And again, we got a little traumatized that first night because we got like 6 hours of rain and it leaked into the tent. Not to say that I'm not smart enough to go buy a fucking tarp this time, but I don't know if that's what I'm supposed to do. I just don't have visions really right this moment. And that's just because I'm just, breaking my back. I don't know. I was really captivated about the people in the hot air balloons. I shared that in my community page. So 2 days in a row, I went to northern Colorado to work, and it's so funny. They give the witch a broom. I'm serious, and I'm so grateful because I don't have to be outside. It was fucking 96 degrees down there. It was so hot down there. I have this beautiful tan though. You want to see? Isn't it beautiful? I missed the summer in the South, every bit of it, and came up here in 3 days. Man, a bitch is looking good. Anyways, no, so they just had me, like, they're just these brand new houses that, like, they just have you sweep all the shit out and, take down whatever's left over. So the first day was kind of weenie. The second one, they kicked my ass. But both days in different parts of northern Colorado, there's these fucking hot air balloons floating. And I took a guy today, and I worked with him yesterday. He needed a ride, but he rode with someone else yesterday. Anyways, he's like, yeah, they do it all the time. And I was just like, what kind of people do that? I know I could see it as a thing, I suppose, but what kind of thrill is that for you? Because there's absolutely no control. In the sense of yes, but no. God is all controlling, and I would not give God the opportunity to fucking float me around in a balloon. I know my God too well. All right, Morgan. Jeez, she's at it. She wasn't saying shit until I started the cards. Thank you. Anyway, so I was like, he's like, they do it all the time. And I'm like, what do you mean they do it all the time? Is it like a company? Or is it like people? I didn't ask him all these questions. I just really went to town on it. I was like, do they own their own hot air balloon? How much does that motherfucker cost? And what kind of insurance comes with that? Do you have to have a guide? How many fucking years of fucking practice? How many times of lifting? And how many fuck ups do you get at this, dude? And then somehow you land a big ass balloon. I had a million questions before work. I was just staring at that motherfucker flowing past Boulder like, what the fuck? Who are those type of people? I have so many questions for those people. And if it's just a company, how much does it cost to do that? And what kind of people, like what kind of waiver do you have to sign to go up into the middle of the fucking ozone in a box, in a balloon? I just think people are crazy. I know that it's a thing, but I just never really gave it too much energy, and today I gave it a lot of energy. So it was an interesting day for me. So going back to it, yeah, I'm just working for the next 2 days, and then God will tell me what to do next, because that's all I ever do, is listen to his ass. What do I want it to look like? Well, yeah, the plan was, but it's never my plan. It wasn't his plan. I can't tell you that was his plan. He don't give me no plan. He says, go there. And you stay there. Do you want to know what he told me in the beginning of this? In the very beginning, when he locked me up on that last mountain, and I'm so scared of that mountain, I'm like, please don't make me go back up there ever. He told me, I'm going to put you in places. There's going to be people around you, but they're not going to be able to help you. All you're going to have is the clothes on your back, and you're going to have to stay there until the job is done. That's all he ever told me. And so I'll be sitting here like, the fuck am I doing? And I really never know until it's all over. And then I'll be like, dude, did you see all the stuff I went through in that such a short period? Did you see all the stuff I learned? Did you see all the experiences? Did you? And then it makes sense. But, you know, while I'm doing it, nah. But, like, I'm really hella cool at the whole camping thing. People watch me like I'm the shit. I got off work, changed my clothes, made some food, washed some clothes, did all of this stuff, acted like, you know, I've been doing this shit for life. I'm getting pretty G. I know, right? All right. So what do I want? I want to keep it cool. I don't. Even today, I'm in these big ass houses, bro. 3-4 story houses. They got the biggest rooms. They got like, oh my god, they're magnificent houses up in Erie. In the low 500,000. I was like, yeah, right, bitch. In the low 500,000. These houses, dude. And even then, you know, a part of me would have been like, wow, I want a house like this. But I had no desire. I just was like, I wish the family that lives here a whole bunch of joy and happiness. I wish you safety. I wish you, you know what I mean, a happy life here forever, you know, for as long as you can. And then I think about, you know, who's going to live there? Whose kids are going to go to school in Erie, Colorado? And it's getting built up. It was just crazy. You know, I just live and I do things, but I see them so differently. Oh, shit. And you want to talk about some shit? I-25 was locked up. I don't know what happened, bro. But the whole fucking thing was shut down at 104th. And we watched that shit back up all the way to like, oh, fuck, dude. It was way past 136. It was so backed up. Nobody was moving. I was like, dude, look at all those people. That is God fucking with everyone. They can't move. That's what he does. He sits you down with your feelings. All of those people are in a hurry to get to work. And nobody can move. How many of them are being crushed right now with their fucking anxiety? How many of them are going crazy? And the longer we drove and the longer we saw that nobody was moving, it was just worse and worse to watch. Again, I just go outside and it's a crazy world out there. Anyways, what do you want your creative vision to embody? I just want to do what I do and tell everybody about God. Paint it, write it, act it out, make a vision board in any way, set intentions for your reality. I mean, I do that. I'm in a place where I'm in a freaking day labor place. So people of all kinds of weird types show up, right, for work. And so it gives me an opportunity to sit there and, like, you know what I mean, speak goodness into them, you know what I mean, say, you know, kind of pray over them and, you know, say, you know, have a good day, you know, and stuff like that. It gives me a chance to, you know, spread some love is the best way to say it, you know. And then I get out and I get to work real hard for whoever I'm out there working for, and I get to outshow the people that I'm working with because I'm an asshole. Wonder why I'm fucking sore. When we work with our imagination and treat fantasy as reality, the universe can pick up on exactly what we want and create synchronicities to make it happen. Neptune cosmically thins the veil between natural and spiritual worlds so you can channel your visions into reality through your imagination. That's it. You guys would expect that I'm manifesting, but again, I don't try to force a thought. I don't try to force a fart. I don't want to force anything, because then you're stuck in it, bro. You don't understand. When you create something, you're stuck with it, and it'll haunt. You can't just, like, you can't just make a baby and drop it in a trash can. I'm like, you can't. It's so dangerous. And my best example is why is Russ still around? I always said that. My biggest worry was it was going to come true because I manifested him. I wanted him so bad, I manifested him. I don't know exactly why. I don't have any of those feelings, any of the memories, but I know that I was, like, really, really intentional about, like, we're going to work out, dude. This is going to work out. You're my twin flame. We're going to work this bullshit out, right? And then after I realized, I was like, oh, fuck, dude. I put so much energy into this. What if this really comes true? Then I was like, oh, pump the brakes. Pump the brakes. This is all bad. And that's why I don't, no, because he still ain't gone nowhere. Did you see him today? He'll be there tomorrow. It's Friday. It's Friday then. He's there every fucking Friday, usually. I should be talking about Marshall, but what's there to talk about? I talked about him yesterday. Asked me if I knew the VMAs was yesterday. I didn't. I'm notorious for that. I'm notorious for tearing him up on the day of. Did I tell you how I tore him up about Haley at her wedding? Oh my God. I'm just getting better at this. Okay. In astrology, Neptune is the planet of illusions, dreams, and spiritual unknown, psychic abilities, creativity, deceit, and seclusion. As Neptune moves through the sky, it connects with other planets. Oh, 69. It creates fantasy, bends reality, and can cause what deemed solid in our lives to dissolve. That's true, dude. I have no desire to move into no big ass fucking $500,000, $2 million, $3 million. Going now for whoever wants one. No, I have no desire to move into no big ass house, try to furnish that big ass bitch, play June Cleaver, and fuck off. And that's the truth too. If I got into an apartment, or if I got into a hotel, then what? An apartment? And then what? I'm trapped? I gotta get a job? This isn't, no. I'm running away. As soon as I get enough. How much is enough? As soon as God says it's enough. God said that's enough. You could go now. I'm out. Again, guys, you know me. I'll pay gas money to get the fuck out of there. I told you I'm not here for a long time, just a good time. I'm here to do some work and, work it out. Poseidon in ancient Greece, the god of the sea, complete with his powerful trident. Neptune is the modern planet of spiritual water sign of Pisces. It is a generational planet. We already talked about this. Like, yeah, we're still in that bullshit. So, again, if you guys want to manifest, you need to buy the book. You can't manifest from a place of fear. Number 1, 2, and 3. And I'm telling you, when you learn how to manifest like that, you don't care about shit like that. Like, oh, let me manifest a job. Let me manifest a fucking man. Do you know that you're stuck with that job? You're stuck with that man. You're stuck with that apartment. You're stuck with it. You put the energy into it. You ask the Lord to give you this bullshit. Manifestation, let me tell you, the powers of manifestation is no more than God's power to answer your own prayers. That's it. You create your own reality. You create your own reality. That's why it's like, you have a direct line to source. In an essence, hey God, do you care? Okay, then we're going to work on this. And I put my mind to it, and then it exists. But I don't do shit like that because I care. I don't, that comes with the mastery, you guys. As an ascending master, you don't seek the disposal of such little things. Dude, oh my God, I've had so many lifetimes. I don't care about the small things in this life. I'm here for the big game. The big game. The end game. In the sense of, I'm just going to be, we're doing the Jesus walk. There he goes. I want to take it away, but I made this little altar to create shit in your life that you're going to be fucked with. I mean, honestly, you're just like, oh, I want to get married and I want to have kids. Do you know what that's going to do to you? Shall I tell you my story as a teen mother at 16? I already have. It's horrendous. First off, I wasn't equipped, and that was just not the lifestyle. And for instance, you know what I mean? Why do you want to do that right now? Why are you desperate for that in your life? Am I projecting? Wait a minute. Who wants a baby and who wants to get married? I don't. I'm fighting the fears. It's my destiny. And you're fucking with Lilith, so you're gonna have to fight real hard if you think that I'm gonna submit. You, Adam. Go find an Eve. We can keep doing this, or we cannot. You can understand that I'm a goddess and treat me as such, or, find an Eve. Moving on. But as this is telling you, and as I'm telling you my own experiences, is wanting to bring something into your life to make it more fulfilled is definitely it's dangerous. That's why I wait for God to give me something to work towards, because it's going to be exciting. It's going to push me to do something I've never done. It's going to be out of this world. Anything that I try to manifest is always going to be out of this world. And that's how I've gotten this way, But ultimately, you're like, why don't you? I mean, because I don't want the commitment of my creation. I'd rather just create what God tells me to create and leave it at that. It's not to say that I wouldn't put my, you know what I mean? Well, that goes back to, individual healing. I'm not going to help you create fucking, financial abundance and shit like that. But if God has a message for you and a career and a path, there's many of us that we relay the message. We saw the angels. They told you to paint pictures. They told you to write music. They told you to freaking tell poetry. They told you to make fucking clothing. They told you to farm. You know what I mean? Why? Because it's in your blood. All right. Anyways, didn't we get all of these? I feel like we did. Becoming holy. I wonder. The spark of genius. Okay, so we already talked about this. This is about taking the leftover pieces and putting them back together. It too is like, I can still, what is best? What's the bigger picture? Because ultimately, bro, think about it. Think about this. If I put my kids into a hotel, that means I put them into a school wherever that fucking hotel is. And that just starts the fucking rat race. We haven't actually made it out. You know what I mean? If I go in, then we're stuck in. Right now, we're free on the outside. Not to say them missing school is good. It's only been a week and a half. Take it fucking easy, you fucking judgmental motherfuckers. I've got GT kids, and we're fully homeless on the spectrum, if you want to use that definition. But in the sense of, we have not found where we're supposed to be just yet. Back to it. This was what that card said, and you can catch this reading, I think, 2 days ago when we pulled this out. But let's talk about the spark of genius. And then we're going to move on to a spiritual growth. Are you good? Where are you going? Okay. Okay. Hey, I saw something weird today. I can't tell you right now because it's still kind of happening. Try to remind me. Somebody remind me. It's not my household. Oh, the lights came on. Turn on the lights. That was God, because it's just as dark out here. All right, the spark of genius and ascension. When this card shows up, expect the unexpected. That's gnarly. I'm ready. Let me take a shower. I'm still kind of filthy. A shakeup is coming to bring change into your life. Uranus is indicating that something or someone is keeping you stuck. Who's fucking... There's always someone holding me down. I don't know. Whatever. Now the universe is making the move for you. See? They've had enough of your shit. The universe is moving against you. Where you felt misaligned, Uranus teaches us to embrace unpredictability and change. Uranus is the planet of shocks, surprises, and genius. It has the potential to shock people into higher states of consciousness through extraordinary events. All right, y'all. Yes, y'all. Hold on. That means Friday, then Saturday, Sunday. What is that? That's an ego death, bro. That's an ego death. What's an ego death? I have we do them every fucking Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday. Friday, then Saturday, Sunday. What? It happens. It's part of it. So this is just confirmation to it's coming. What's coming? A higher perspective, bro. You're going to see something. It may be a memory from the past. It may be a person. It may be something current. It's always mind-blowing. You just never ever looked at that person, place, or thing that way before, and now your belief system is shattered. It's like, no, I so many of them. It's like, that's why I'm doing this, is because there's another one coming. And another one. What time? Probably for me, 4 o'clock in the morning. You know, Kobe? We don't play around. He got me up at 3:30. I was so grateful. I forgot to put my alarm last night. I'm supposed to get up at 4. He got me up at 3:30. I was like, I fucking love you, bro. I fucking love you. I love him. Anyway, so yeah, we'll be hit with some shit, meaning we'll wake up and we'll be like, you'll just have this spark of, what the fuck? I made a whole song called What the Fuck. It's a what the fuck moment. You just never ever saw some shit like that before. You just never ever saw it like that. And you're like mind blown. And you're a little Kanye. You're like, did you know? I'll report back just to tell you whatever mine was, because I always have one. But this is confirmation that you shall have one too. Congratulations. We're going to die together. All right. Those that die together are reborn together. Uranus is the planet of shocks, blah, blah. Shocks, surprises, and genius. It has the potential to shock people into higher states of consciousness through extraordinary events. Uranus was the sky. It's the planetary ruler of the air sign Aquarius. So we have Pisces and Aquarius. Have you been catching that, tarot readers? Could be a Pisces. Could be. Sign of Aquarius, known for its innovative and opinionated approach to life. That's it. We're innovative and we're going to be opinionated. Get ready. Put on your thinking caps. Just kidding. Get a good night's sleep, because it's going to fuck you up. It'll be at that moment, dude. It's the best moment when you're having the best part of your day. They wait until you're filled with joy and happiness, till you're full of light. And then they're going to turn off the lights. And you're going to be like, what? What? First thing, don't pick up your phone. Whatever you get, just sit with it for at least 3 hours before you try to put that shit into words. Otherwise, you're gonna come out here looking like Kanye, or maybe like me, calling people cunts and shit. I'm just saying that learn from our mistakes. That's what we do as the fallen. Learn from my mistakes. So wait about 3 hours before telling anybody what you just saw. Don't tell your closest friends and family, because they're going to be the ones, just like the Kardashians, to hang. You should tell a therapist, a healer, or just get the fuck out of whatever situation God just showed you to get the fuck out of. That's what it's called for. Every weekend. You're supposed to say, fuck you, and I'm out. Where are we going? I don't know. It's about to get cold, so we're going southwest. That's funny. I've never really been southwest. The southwest. Wild West. That sounds cool. Okay. Anyways. Where were we at? It's a generational planet that spends about 70 years in one sign and takes 84 years to orbit the sun. That's a slow-ass motherfucker. Molasses asses. That's that slow-moving energy. What do you guys call that? The Knight of Want, the Page of Want, something, dude. It's one of those. That's that slow-moving energy. That's Neptune doing nothing. Similar age groups share the same ass sign. Uranus. I'm gonna call it the ass sign. In your natal chart, ass can indicate the spark of genius. Sorry, that's just too funny to me. You have to lend the collective consciousness. Without ass, Uranus, you would not awaken, innovate, and ascend. Match your sign with the following list below. I don't know, dude. You guys need to get your freaking birth charts and don't show nobody. And then buy the book. Got the book? Get the book. Okay? Okay. Because I don't know. A sudden change is coming to electrify your reality. Yeah, it's called energy. A new beginning is on its way. And then we went to Neptune. We went from, 67, 68, 69, hike. Well, I guess I was hoping to tell you something more than God's about to fuck you up again. But pretty much that's all it is. What's he gonna fuck us up with tomorrow? Maybe the tarot will have, can I get a clarification card, God? I'm starting to sound like these bitches. Please make sure to like, subscribe, and share. Make donations. My Cash App is in the bottom. Oh, like Draco. I need donations for, oh. They want my 10 of cups. I know, right? It's an internal thing. I'm telling you. I'm not always, I kind of am. But when I'm not, I know how to fix it. Alright, like, come on. Quit playing around, 10 of cups. That's all they want. They want my 10 of cups. See, if you look at this is how they'd be like, ooh. They'd be like, I seen in the pre-shuffle. If you sit there and stare at them, you see every card. You're looking for what you want to see. Oh, I saw the Lovers. You know which card I haven't seen for a while? Is the Lovers. We got done with the Justice and Judgment. Damn, we were pulling those forever, weren't we? I don't know. Maybe you still are. It was a change of season, dude. We did that shit during... Nobody got time for that, dude. It's the crone season. Hey, can you see the moon now? Nope. Oh, damn. Maybe because I'm in the wrong tree. Fuck. It's right there. I was in the wrong tree, look. Oh. There you see? It's behind the tree. It'll move. Alright. Let's get it together. Let's get it poppin'. Alright, ready, Mary Poppins? Let's see what's in the energies. In the energies today. Ew. 7 of Wands. Resilience. Ew. Are we fighting? Hold on, bro. I've been swinging a broom. I will ride that broom all up your ass. See? I'm in my Yule. Oh, gosh. What are you guys up to? It kind of looks like this chick, right? 9 of Wands looks like the 7 of Wands. Yeah, sort of. Maybe? Not. Nope. It's that chick. They're all the same. It could be me. It could be you. Let's find out. The 7 of Wands is about taking a stand. Oh, stand. Oh, yeah. And then there was that. Royce shared that LL did an interview with Sway. And he was like, what do you think about Eminem? It was so rehearsed. He's like, nah, I'm cool with him. And Royce too. You know, like he was like, why was it rehearsed? Because he's on. Anyways. He's like, nah, I like them because they're something because they're students. They're always students of the game. They're students of the game. And I'm like, really, dude? At your age, you should totally be a master or a teacher. You're still just a student. I posted that in my Instagram. I'm sure they didn't like it, but I mean, that's what your boy said. He said, you're still just a student, bro. Who the fuck is that guy? Ew. I'll snap them. Alright, anyways, you have achieved success. You must expect competition and challenges to your authority from external sources. If you could find me. I don't even know how you think that you're going to challenge my authority. Or compete. You can't compete when you can't compare. There's nothing to compete with because first off, you're not even religious, let alone spiritual. So there's nothing you can compete with because I'm the high priestess. I'm the patroness of witches and priestess. I spread the good word, dude. I am literally the messenger in 2024. I am bringing judgment right around here and all that good shit. So I don't know who you think you're competing with, but I'm not human. And what I do here is not even... Okay. You live in a fantasy. Draw on your courage and passion to fight for what you believe in, and despite the odds, you are likely to succeed. This is what it takes to be successful. I mean, you couldn't possibly be me. You couldn't even. It's not even about wearing clothes or pulling cards. As you see, I'm a fucking psychic. I'm a messenger of God. I'm a whole prophecy. I'm a reincarnated soul that's here to teach you. I'm ascended Master Lilith. This is easily the most irritating thing I could possibly think of right now, is for you to think that you could compete. Perhaps with my flesh, if that's what I was, but I'm not the flesh I wear. You are. So if you're trying to size me into the flesh, then you've already lost the game. Because you're stuck in yours, trying to use it as power. You have absolutely no idea or identity if you're trying to compete with my flesh. Because I'm not my flesh. Okay? Okay. However, be sure that the cause is just, and there's no point in making trouble for its own sake. You might come to realize you no longer want things you've been fighting for, and the price is not worth it, even if it does bring, the price is not worth it if it does not bring you happiness. That's how I feel about the whole journey. A relationship may have changed and become more challenging. I don't know, dude. I saw him on stage and I was totally unattracted. He was just Marshall Mathers again. He wasn't even, dude. It was almost like I never even talked to you before. Like, I don't even know. I mean, I got the messages. I'm not that sentimental bitch that lives in the past. I don't even give a fuck. I know I spent, like, at least a year being very intimate and talking close to you, but to see you, you were a complete fucking stranger on a stage. And you and Fatneck, you even had a weird wig on. And again, you sang the 2 songs that I was making fun of yesterday. You did exactly what I said as a psychic. So, I mean, going back to it, it's like, I don't even know you people anymore. Like, when I was working through my flesh and my flesh could relate to you and it made sense, like, you know, I have compassion, full compassion and understanding, because I know your lives inside and out, and we've gone through this whole journey of exposure. But in the sense of him, the other one, or any of them, absolutely not. Again, Russ can't even take care of his fucking body. He doesn't even know how to dress himself, and he's still running around fucking, you know what I mean, repeating my words, copycatting me, and, you know what I mean, dragging along his mom and his girlfriend around to spend money. I have no respect for that man. Like, none. And then Ali, you know what I mean, what? I'm waiting for him to fucking blow his fucking load on another goofy-ass, weird-ass, feel sorry for me type love song. Lewis, the most exciting thing that could happen is he crashes his car. Otherwise, it's just Lewis again. I mean, I told him today I appreciate that he's dressing down for once, instead of, you know what I mean, out there on the fucking catwalk, you know, gotta be all super duper, you know, look at me. But ultimately, it's just Lewis. They're all like, I know you, but you don't know me. I know what your flesh is all about, but as far as that soul that I thought I knew, that shit does not exist in you. And that's what I told Royce today. I was like, walk it. You've been talking it for at least a week, 2 weeks now. Walk it. Show me something. It's Friday then. Show me something. Because these guys ain't showing me shit. Show me that you're awoke. Show me that you're ready to leave that's no longer serving you. Show me you're ready to walk into the unknown. That you're ready to, you know, testify, preach, and find the Holy Spirit. You're really ready to be that Jesus walk. Otherwise, stop sharing the shit, bro. Stop faking the funk. We got the funk. I'm seeing that movie click. What's that cool ass guy's name? He's dead now, obviously. That's why he's coming in. Oh, fuck. Me and my mediumship. Anyways, that's what I'm just saying. If fighting for relationships, there's no fight to be... It got cut off right there as soon as I was going to say something mean. I've literally learned my lessons, bro. I've got my blessings. I'm out, bro. I'm out. If you want to come be part of my ministry, perhaps, and maybe there's some kind of spark that might happen. But truthfully, when I think of Bobby, I want to put my finger straight down my throat. I've been all over in his neighborhood too, dude. And I'm like, if I see you, dude, I'm going to fucking throw up on my fucking... all over you, just like that movie 7. This guy was talking nicely, and I didn't notice it, but I threw up all over him. Like, seriously, I couldn't even... The stupid shit that was coming out of your fucking mouth on the phone 3 months ago and in my DMs. And then for the rest of you, the stupid shit that you've been sharing for the last 3 months, bro, like, let me throw you up. Let me throw you up out of my system. That should be his next song. I gotta throw you up out of my system. Like, seriously, pump you out of my stomach. Ugh. Sorry. Not sorry, dude. I don't know what I was attracted to. I was attracted to, my heart. The excitement of my own manifestations. There you go. And that's why I don't manifest. The reverse card suggests weakness and indecision. You may have failed as a leader and you just can't handle your job, or work bullies may be making your life miserable. Ew, I don't have any of those problems. Don't be too proud to admit it or accept help. The present situation cannot continue and you need to make some hard decisions. You might have to admit that a relationship is over. I very much just did, dude. I don't even know if I would even shake your hands. Like, I don't even know, even though I'm real friendly and I know we were real friendly and we used to talk real tight, if you walked up to me, I'm not sure I would talk. I don't know what I'd say to you, dude. I know it wouldn't be as comfortable as it was. And that's because there isn't anything anymore. It's like, literally, like, it wouldn't be. I don't ask Rusk. Look at the messages. I have nothing nice or anything at all, really, to say to him or any of you. Again, nothing nice. If you're in the middle of the divorce, it's time to stop fighting and reach a compromise. Ugh, what are you fighting for? He said, she said, I don't want to. No, but you said. No, I said, I don't want to. Can you quit being a begging bitch? I'm ready to leave. Oh my God. See, this is what I mean. Imagine being married. I already am. X marks the spot, bro. X. Alright, what's the spiritual work at hand? I feel like we're already in it. Ew. What is that bitch? The 9 of Swords. We got that 6-9. There it is. Nope, that's 7. Never mind. 9 of Swords. Okay. I guess. Is that where we're at? Drum roll, please. You're like, don't you know the card? Yeah. Sorta. I don't care. It doesn't apply to me. It's your bullshit. You're at worry. Are you worried? I was worried. It's a state. It's a being. It's a state of being. You can totally take on God's role and be like, what am I going to do? Or you can wait until God and let God tell you what to do. That's what I told you. It's an obnoxious ride, but if you sit there long enough and you process out all those thoughts, write down all the things you think you should do, write it down until you have no more thoughts, then when you're done being God and you just sit there with that big fat fucking God list, then real God will come in and tell you what the real answer is. And it will be nothing on that list of bullshit you just made. Why? Because God knows better. He's an asshole, dude. I told you. That's what I just tried to explain to you in the manifestation. If you push the boulder, it's going to crush you. What's the boulder? I got this. Okay. Push that bitch and watch what happens. Push the button. I need more light. I need more light. Hold on. I need more light. Uh-oh. Where's the other one? Thank you. Alright, let's see. I can't read the book. I don't have my glasses either. Okay, maybe if we put it here, we'll have enough light for everything. Yeah, that looks good. Okay, the Nine of Swords is a card of anxiety, inner anguish, sometimes called the dark night of the soul. That's our spiritual work at hand, people. Confirmation to the bullshit. What does that mean? He's gonna blow your mind, literally. And then what does that mean? It blows a big fat hole in your heart, and it forces you to, oh yeah, this guy might come get me because I didn't put my new thing in. Maybe he's gonna fuck with him. Go fuck with him. It's down at the pool, and these guys are like, shh, these rangers. Well, Ranger Rick. Alright, the dark night of the soul. Your thoughts resolve in fruitless circles, and you are tormented by fears of all kinds. Yeah, that kind of hit me, I don't know, Tuesday, Wednesday. I told you I wasted a lot of time trying to get a job. Or did something like that. What day was that? And then finally God said, no, you go here and this is how you get a job. I was like, oh, okay, that made more sense. You may be plagued with nightmares and evil premonitions. Okay, nightmares are fears of what may be. Evil premonitions are super fears of what may be. This may stem from being diagnosed with a serious illness, experiencing the death of a loved one, financial difficulties, job loss, and other stresses, real and imaginary. Okay. What is that? That's God, bro. It's the tower. I teach you this. I mean, I'm sorry. I don't mean to be like an asshole about this for anybody new. Oh, and there is somebody new. Hey, welcome to the dark side. It's about to happen to you too. I'm just your Warner. And the Warner brothers. That's what I heard. Are they dead? Maybe. I really wish I could remember your name, dude. He's just standing there with his big old hair and shit. You know that guy? He was in that movie Click. Well, that's he's in a lot of movies, dude. He was in a lot of great movies. But that's the fucking... I told you, I see them in the happiest forms. Anyways, going back to this, no matter what the case is, if you've been diagnosed with a severe mental illness, what does that mean? That means you're tortured by your mind. Welcome to the dark night of the soul. I'm here to teach you how to work through those, one thought at a time. Okay? Why are you tortured by your mind? Because there's parts of it you do not want to look at and think about. So you are torturing yourself by avoiding them. But by avoiding them, they keep trying to replay. And every time they replay, you get triggered and you start acting a certain way. You don't just sit in it and let it fuck you up. But you've been letting it fuck you up your whole life. I have a whole bunch of them. I have a whole 39 years of trauma that's hidden in my memory bank. And I get them whenever I get them. 4 o'clock in the morning. I get my memories back whenever I get them. What are the memories? Only fucked up shit, usually. I mean, I had a couple of good ones the other day. I remembered, my cousin Justin and that we were close. But typically, no. I get fucked up memories. And that, what is it? It's a trauma. It's an unhealed trauma. Something that was fucked up that happened to me that is now holding me back in my current reality. And they come at all different times. They could be childhood, like super, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 20. It could be any age. I just get a memory. And it fucks me up. And this is, sometimes it's a memory. Sometimes somebody outside of you does something and sparks that memory. No matter what, something happened to you, and we have to bring it to the surface. And we have to see it for what it is, instead of running from it. And that's the alchemy. We take what's called a shadow, something that you hide in the dark, that you don't want to see, you don't want nobody to know about, and you stuff it inside of your body, and it becomes a fucking cancer or something worse. And alcoholism, a pill addiction, you could become a serial killer. There's all these different things that happen when you hide what has happened. We don't need to hide what has happened. And so that's why I tell you my horrific, disgusting, fabulous, karmic stories. Why are mine so horrific? Because I'm Lilith. So I did a lot of terrible things to mankind. So in this life, as justice, as judgment, as payback, as an only way that it could be served, so that I could be a true testament to you and everyone, to show you how it is and what has been done, I myself must walk it. Walk it like you talk it. So my whole life is filled with all kinds of abuse and trauma and neglect and all this horrible shit. And I get memories and I have to alchemize them, and it makes me a happy-go-lucky person after the fact. But I have plenty of videos on a Friday, Saturday, where it comes in and it's not so happy-lucky. Tuesday, Wednesday. Not so happy lucky. But it happens. I am the master at it because I have to, it's what I do. And it's not just those 2 days. Those 2 days spark those especially. But you see that big fat moon? That moon plays a whole big game in this. And so I want to point out, they made me move to Hugo, Oklahoma with no understanding as to why. A week before the eclipse. And Hugo, Oklahoma is exactly where the eclipse lined. So now they have put me on the top of my mountains where we praise and where my awakening happened, where I call. I'm not that close to Mother Cabrini's, but they're still the mountains. In that sense, they put me on the holy grounds right before the lunar eclipse. God's great, right? Where do we go from here? I don't know. I need the next Sabbath book. Somebody tell me what's on the next page. So anyways, going back to this, guys, whoever you are, get ready for it. It is what we do here, and that's why you were brought here, is because it's time for you to heal. It's time for you to face these things, see how this happened to you, and this is what makes you act like a weenie right now. I'm going to say weenie, because that's the nicest way we can say it, but what happens is like, why the fuck did I do that? Why do I think this way? Why have I been acting like this? Why am I here? Why can't I leave? That's when you start getting awoken, when you start asking the whys and you start questioning yourself. You don't hate yourself. You start questioning yourself. You start to understand yourself. What made you do these things? And then you look back, well, this happened to me. And ever since this happened, this is why I act that way. It's really simplistic. I've been able to pinpoint it from so many of them. So many different things made me the way that I was. And so then I see what was making me that way. I look at it and I see the way that I was, and when I start to act that way, I realize when I'm triggered and I work through it. The ways don't go away. You just become aware of which way you're going. All right, do your fears relate to something that might happen, or something that already has happened that you worry will not change? And that's when you're living in the past. If you're worried about the future, then you're already living in the past. If you're worried about the future, then you're worried about something that has already happened in the past, something you've seen. There's no reason to worry about the future. You're worried that something bad is going to happen. Why are you worried? Because of something that you've already seen or something that already happened. You're living in the past. There's no reason to worry about tomorrow. You don't know if you're going to... You got to live for today. And you're going to learn that the hard way. Stop seeing problems that don't actually exist and make a plan of action to deal with the ones that do. And that's it. You only worry about what you can do today. Not about what about tomorrow. No, dude, tomorrow is going to have its own bullshit. You might have a whole list for tomorrow, but when you wake up tomorrow, God's got his own list of stuff. And if you haven't realized that yet, let me tell you my story one more time of what happened this morning. I'm driving northbound on I-25 at about 6:30 a.m., where the whole mad traffic from it's the one, for those that don't know, outside of the country and the state. Colorado is a box. There is a freeway that goes down it from north to south called I-25, and those that know, I-70 runs all the way across America, okay? So, I-25 goes north and south. Everybody has to come south from the north to come into town. But anybody that's going north to south has to come there too. All of a sudden, there's an accident in the middle of it all and stops all of the lanes, forcing all the traffic actually into the Thornton area where I'm at. And I realize it before I get on it. He's like, what's all this traffic? I was like, there's something on the freeway. He's like, dude, you knew it. I was like, because I'm a Lyft driver. I knew that. But we got on, and every single car for the three lanes are absolutely stopped. For at least, dude, miles and miles and miles and miles. That's God. He had a different plan for you. What did he do? He ruined two or three people's cars this morning and had a different plan for them too. Not only did he take from them, but he took from all of these hundreds and hundreds of cars that were backed up. He took their time, he took their energy, he took their plans away, and he made them sit still with their own feelings of anxiety. What am I going to do? And that's what I started talking about. Everybody thinks they have to be somewhere. And what's going to happen if they're not there on time? It's the end of the world to them. Like, the people on the other side aren't going to understand. And you can't just, all right, I'm going to roll down the window, I'm going to turn off the car, we're going to smoke a fucking something. You know what I mean? We're chilling. We can't do nothing. God's got this. No, these are these panicked people in the airport, but now they're in control with their vehicles, and you know what I mean? This is crazy. I just want to show you, that's God, bro. That's God. Things may not be as bad as you think, and the mental self-torture is certainly worse than any real physical pain or loss. If thoughts or intentions sent out into the universe, you may be attracting the very thing you fear, and that's called manifestations. You're thinking about the worst that could happen so bad that it's bringing it in. You're thinking about all the details. You're creating this madness within you. You're like, what if this happens, and then this happens, and then this happens? You're putting all the details together inside of your head so much that it creates it. You are the creator of everything, and that's it. You make it really happen because you're actually preparing for it. You think that you're preparing for it not to happen, but you're creating it. And that's it. You just gotta, it's controlling the mind. It's a lot. Just try to stay in today. Be like, damn, I don't know about tomorrow. God's got tomorrow. Start telling God to get tomorrow. Even if you never spoke like that, dude, you want to be spiritual, speak it. Speak it. There's power in Jesus' name, as they've always said. If you don't want to take, hey, that's what I tell you all the time, fuckers. I'm not taking the fucking ring. Dude, Jesus, take the wheel. God's got this. God's got that. I put full responsibility on him. You got this. You tell me. I do. You got this. You got this. I'm not going to run around saying, I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't know what we're going to do. I don't know what we're going to... No, God's going to do it. God's got to do it. God's got us. God's got us. But there was this moment yesterday. I got to tell you. This is a sad moment. Here comes the heartbreaker. That's really fucking not... I don't know why it's reflecting like that. Which one is doing it? Okay. That's weird, right? Okay. Cool? Not cool. Not cool? Maybe cool. So the kids are like, we're a little bit distraught yesterday, and we're feeling down. And I'm like, guys, we can't sit here and feel sorry for ourselves. There's nobody to feel sorry for us. We can't feel sorry for ourselves. Nobody feels sorry for us. We're going to be okay. Everything's okay. It's just some days we don't feel like everything's okay. It's like, but you know what I mean? There's nobody to save us. Nobody's going to come and take care of us. I'm doing my best. God's got us. We're okay. Everything's okay. But it does, it hits everybody. We're like, damn, I wish things were just a little bit better. It will be. But when you're wishing like that, just notice that those moments aren't usually that often. You shouldn't be wishing all the time. And that's just because you're a little bit weak. So if you're wishing it was better, then pray harder. Like, man, I'm weak right now, God. I'm really... Can you help me? Give me strength right now. You know what I mean? Give us a sign. Give us this day our daily bread. There you go. All right. Let's see. They don't need to be as bad as you think. And this self-torture is certainly worse than any real physical pain or loss. Let's see. The universe may be attracting the very thing you fear. When such thoughts surface, tell yourself, stop. And send a positive intention instead. And that's it. When you catch yourself freaking out, and when you're jumping thoughts too fast, you're like, I need to do this. Well, I can do this. What about this? What about this? What about... Stop. You tell your mind. You have to have control over it. You have to speak out loud to it. Because it listens to the outside world. It's just a consciousness. It's a brain. You are not your thoughts. And your feelings are a creation of the things that are going on inside of there. And that's what I'm trying to teach you. You are the controller of this whole thing. But right now, you're a little bit out of control. So when your thoughts are going like that, and you're like, oh, what about this and this and this and this? Stop. Breathe. God, help me. Okay. One thing, just one. And I know that because that was my mind. That's how I made it through 39 years of never even knowing what was happening, because it was on fast autopilot. I went from one thing to another, to another, to another, to another. I slept 3 hours, maybe, a night. Totally documented. People couldn't believe it. It was real. I just kept going and going and going and going and going and going. I'd never stop. Never. Until my body would just give out. And then the healing started. Oh, shit. Alright. In those experiences, it is those experiences that are most difficult and testing that are the ones that make you grow the most. And that's it. When you are getting tested by your mind, because it really is just your mind freaking out. Your outside world is not... It's focusing on the future. It's focusing on the past. It's super laser focused on all kinds of craziness. And you just need to stop it and tell it to breathe. Just look up. You know what I mean? It's cool. Chill. It happens to everyone where you just get a little manic. Loss of possessions may result in a freedom from burdens, and things are only things after all. Oh, let me tell you, dude. I drove through Commerce City the other day. I literally drove through... Was it today? I don't know. Yeah, it was. I drove right past a block from my old house where I sacrificed my whole life. They took everything, remember? That was what, a year ago? Everything. My entire kingdom. I drove right past it where they put all of my shit in black bags, and I packed up my car and I took off on this journey. I didn't even know what was in those bags, you guys. It was snowing. The police had taken my children and my dog because I wasn't there when they went to do the lockout. And I had to get there, and they were trying to do this investigation like they were going to keep my kids. So that took like an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours. By the time I got back to my apartment, the fucking tweakers, random people off the street, my neighbors especially, took everything. And I'm trying to grab whatever's left that's put on the street in the snow to grab my stuff. I call my dad, my closest relative, to ask if we could stay the night. And he starts cursing me out, telling me I'm a failure and that he might rent me a room. And I just say, fuck it. And we drove to Mr. Plum's. It's been a very arduous journey, but we learned the detachment of things. You know what I mean? They were just things. Those things kept me bound. That life kept me bound. And that's what we talk about all the time. We had everything. But we had no life. We had no love. Each of us had a room full of whatever we wanted. We had money all the time. I had 2 cars. I had music. I had, you know what I mean? I had cameras so I could go out at night. I could do whatever I wanted. They could do whatever they wanted. We were succeeding. We were happy. We had everything. But we weren't a family. We were just successful, I suppose, to some. And that's what we talk about now. It's like, you know what? We're chilling. I'm serious. I always said it. Lord, this is the best part. When I knew this was going to happen, I was like, Lord, all I need is the kids to have internet. That's all they ever need. Please make sure. You know what he did? He gave us like 5 months of internet. We never paid a phone bill, and we all had internet for like 5 months. He took great care of us, you know. He gave us the things that we need. And just now, like, they chill all day. They're on their phones. Today they were playing chess all day. That's all they did. They were kicking each other's ass at chess all day, eating up all kinds of stuff. Like, you know, like $30 to $40 worth of food every fucking day. I kid you not, these fuckers. Seriously. But they have fun. They're responsible. You know, they take care of the dog, and they're all right. As far as all of the, you know, that, well, we haven't really, yeah, obviously. That's the thing, too. It's like, do you want to go back to Carmody? We've already had that conversation. Do you want to go to, how about to this school or that school? It's, you don't understand. It's not that they're dropping out. It's just that it's not meant to be. We're not supposed to be stepping back. Just visiting, as the card said last time. A loss of possessions may result in a freedom of burdens, and things are only things after all. Illness, even debilitating or terminal illness, can lead to self-discovery, new perspectives, closeness with the divine, and acceptance. And all depends on your approach and mental attitude. It is the choice. All right, so this dude working with, he's an older dude, and he tells his story. He's like, yeah, I got cancer. They told me I was going to have like a year, but it's been like 6 years. And I turned to him and I told him Mr. Plum's story. They told Mr. Plum he was going to have 6 months. He cashed out his 401k. He quit his job. He was out, dude. He went to go do everything he always wanted to do. He went to Europe, him and his sister. He did all these wonderful things. And then he came home and waited to die. And it's been 25 years later. And his intuition has told him that he dies on his 100th birthday. So ain't that some shit? But again, you know, it changed his life and it gave him a new perspective of life. So again, you know, take it how it is. And that's it. That guy, he had to change his life when he got cancer. When you get cancer, you got to change your life. When you get diabetes, you know, you got to make changes. And that's only, change is good. New perspective, closeness with the divine, and acceptance. It all depends on your approach and mental attitude. It is your choice. The reversed, if you're not ready to face it, then you're feeling overwhelmed by your fears and your inner demons. You've lost a sense of proportion, but your reality of your situation is not as bad as you think. All right, so you might be on the other side of the wheel is what I'm seeing. You're on the other side of the wheel of fortune, meaning you're in karma. You're like in that moment of, I'm here again. Why the fuck is this happening? Why did this happen again? Why does this always happen to me, God? Why do you always do this to me, God? Okay, how many times are you going to ask him before you sit down and listen to what he wants to hear? He's going to keep doing it until you listen. He's trying to show you. Why does this keep happening? He's trying to show you. But it's going to keep happening until you see what he's trying to show you. What is he trying to show you? It's in your memories. Something that happened before is causing you to go in a direction that always leads to failure. You're trying to overcome something that's happened before. You have this idea, if I do this, that'll never happen. But by doing this, you just keep circling back to it. Again, you're manifesting it because it needs to be overcome. It's just karma. You have to overcome what's been done to you. We're all here called to do such things. We have to overcome the sins of man. It's injustice. Ultimately, it's injustice. It's betrayal. It's pain. It's suffering. Just know that. That's what you don't want to face. You don't want to face the injustice that's been done to you. You don't want to face your own pain. You don't want to face your own suffering. You don't want to face your own guilt and shame of things you've said and done to others. Forgive us, Lord, for we have sinned. Forgive those that have sinned against us. How do we do that? We forgive. We sit there with it long enough to understand that maybe we don't know why it happened, but it's okay, because I'm okay today. But I'm not going to let that destroy me, and I'm not going to run from it no more. That's really, sometimes you don't get the answers, but some of them are pretty simple. And some of them are not the ones you're going to like. You know what I mean? Like, as far as sexual abuse, why would they do that to you? The only person that normalizes that is somebody that it's been done to before. It's just a perpetual pain. That's just how it works out, dude. People don't do that unless it's been done to them. They normalize what has been done to them. So, you know, as far as words and actions, people hurt people. If you said something, you know, as a domestic violence victim or a survivor, and I can tell you, I take a lot, you can hear the way I speak. I make dudes want to punch me in the face all day. Are you surprised that he was beating the shit out of me? Are you surprised? I could only take so much, and then I'm going to call you a bitch, and I'm going to talk all down, and I'm going to talk about your mother, and then you're going to knock me the fuck out. Not this time. Not this time. And you wonder why I'm single. I mean, seriously, you know, why do people hurt people? Because they're hurt, and you said something that made them hurt, so now they're going to hurt you back. All right? And then as far as kids, and that's a whole different thing we can get into on a different day, dude. Not right now. But for sure, it can all be forgiven. There's no sin that can't be forgiven. And though somebody sinned upon you, and you may have sinned upon another, it's not yours to own, because it's been passed along for many generations. And though it's so precious and it's so secretive, your story will not only set you free, but there's many, many people that have the same sick story. It's all of ours. We all bear the pain and suffering of life. But God gives us strength to overcome it. Most of your problems are self-inflicted. You have an opportunity to begin to climb out of the pit of despair, and help is there for you if you ask. You need a fresh perspective, and this may be involving talking to and listening to an honest friend, therapist, or doctor. Well, if you want to talk to me about it, and that's what I told the guy today. I was like, I'm a spiritual healer. I was like, I knew it before I was even psychic. It was written in invisible ink on my head. If you're a weirdo, come talk to me. And he's like, what does that mean? I was like, well, I draw out people's darkness. I'm their safe space. So they're like, can I tell you something that I never told nobody before? And they tell me the most disgusting pains and humiliations and fears and anxieties because they feel safe, and I have the right answer to tell them. And, we do this healing thing. People need a place to know that it's okay to speak. And I'm that person that brings it out. And so they speak, and I speak life into them, and then they're free for a moment. But it's only one. We all have many. Something going on out there. What's out there? Nana, come here. Right now. Jeez, good thing I have good ears. Yes, and she's not on the leash. I know. It's my ears. I have the ears of the dog. You scary, Larry. I heard her and it's like creeping. Hold on, guys. My dog was moving around.
She would have gone to those big dogs.
No, she was over there being creepy.
Yeah, she's eating something there.
It's because I keep washing the dishes and throwing food and water over there. Okay, let's get into this. Most of your problems are self-inflicted. Oh, if you need my help, High Priestess Phoenix 6 at Gmail. Got it? High Priestess Phoenix. You know what? I'll leave the comments open on this one. I know I'm fucking up the card, but I have to read the book. All right, let's find out what the outcome is. Shall we? Oh, where are my cards? Oh, shit. Not that bitch again. Please don't make me read it. Are you trapped? Come on. It's the Eight of Swords. I don't want to read this. I'm not this bitch anymore. Damn. All right, guys. It's okay. I can relate. We went from the Nine of Swords to Eight of Swords. We're regressing. Oh, God. They want to tell you her goofy-ass story. Why? Because it should make you feel good. And then once I tell you her story, then I got to tell you mine as the Lilith and everybody else's. All my others. I don't want to tell this stupid story. Oh, God. A damsel in distress, bound and blindfolded, surrounded by a ring of swords, alone in a barren landscape, under a threatening sky. She seems lost and powerless, though no one is actually around to preventing her to leave. What is happening here, he asks. He's like, hold on, dude, what is going on? You're totally just in the middle of nowhere with a bunch of swords and looking like you need captains. What is going on? What's happening? Am I unpunked? Right? She says, I'm Sita. And I was kidnapped from my husband Rama by the king Ravana. He made admirous advances towards me, but I resisted because I'm a virtuous woman. After a while, my husband sent the god Hanuman. Oh, you know what? I met a great guy yesterday morning? And I was like, what is your belief? He said Hindu. I was like, oh, Kali Ma. He said, Kali Ma? He said, please come back. I was like, yep. Hanuman to find me. I refused to leave and just gave him my jewelry and asked to give it to Rama. Why is that funny? Well, because it's Lilith. No, I'm not having sex with. No, he wants to mount me. I'm not going down there. Tell God I'm not coming back. It's her story. It's my story. It's probably your story. Meaning, like, why don't you just apologize? That's what my brother said forever. Why don't you just apologize? I'm not apologizing for something I meant. I meant it. Why am I going to apologize? Because you couldn't take it. But why didn't you leave with Hanuman? The fool asked. Oh, I had to wait for my husband to rescue me, obviously. Meaning I'm not leaving with no god. I want that dude to come fight for me. He did, and he won the famous battle against Ravana. I take it from your present situation that it didn't end happily? Well, my husband doubted that I'd been faithful to him, and he made me walk across fire to prove my chastity, which I did. Think about this, dude. What a douchebag. He's like, all right, if I have to fight for this bitch. He goes and fights for her, brings her back, and he's like, hold up, swole up. Was you sleeping with him? No, I wasn't sleeping with him. Then walk across the coals and show me. How does that prove her chastity? She could have been totally, you know what I mean, knee deep on him and still walked across the coals. And the reason I'm laughing about that, some J. Cole shit, that's what I'm laughing about. No, is, again, Jim Carrey, if you don't get out of my, I mean, I brought you in, it's my fault. It's my fault. I brought him in. Anyways, in that fucking Ace Ventura, at the end of the movie, they're like, she's not a virgin. He's like, they can tell? They can tell she's not a virgin? What do you mean? They can tell she slept with somebody? Anyways, it's not a funny story. Okay. Of course, he's like, well, did he walk across the fire to prove that he'd been faithful all this time that you were being held captive? Of course not. What a silly question. Sadly, the people still did not believe in my purity, and Rama sent me away. And that's just another story. That's the Jezebel story. It's like, nah, bro, she was sleeping with him. She was sleeping with him. She was sleeping with him. I swear to God, I didn't sleep with him. I didn't sleep with him. I didn't sleep with him. Nope. That's it. Okay, now here's the worst part, right? Listen to this. The people still didn't believe in my purity, and Rama sent me away even though I was pregnant, meaning he knocked her up and started questioning it and was like, nah, you're out of here. The hermits took her in and they gave birth to her twin sons, but some of the older men told them that she must be impure, otherwise her husband wouldn't have abandoned her. So now she's out there waiting, or she's waiting to be rescued from an unjust world. And he's like, why don't you rescue yourself? She's like, don't be silly. I'm waiting for my husband to do it for me. Nobody's going to rescue you. God did not get Jesus off the cross, dude. He didn't stop any of it, dude. He sits there and he watches, dude. And that's where I had that scary... Dude, I got Scary Larry. I got Scary Larry. Who's Scary Larry? He was that street preacher down there, dude, that I went after. The dark practitioner. Scary Larry was like, no, you're going to places where there is no God. I was like, what are you talking about? God is the creator of everything. He's like, no, about evil. I was like, there's no such thing as evil. He's like, no, when an adult is raping a child, that's evil. There's no God. I said, God is there and he's watching it. And he got all upset. And why did he project that? Well, first off, I was that child being raped by an adult. Secondly, why? Because he was the adult raping his own child that he stalks a block away from Mr. Plum's. And that's why I kept seeing Scary Larry with his big, stop sinning, John 3:16, and those evil eyes on his car. Talk about a scary practitioner. The first one I find ends up being a Baptist churchgoer. Scary Larry. His name was Larry. And the guy scared the shit out of me. Dude, my son handled it so much better than I did. It was the scariest thing, dude. What happened? My Holy Spirit told me everything, and then I saw him in Walmart, and I told him exactly what my Holy Spirit said. And so my Holy Spirit, I told him, I was like, my Holy Spirit says you're out here persecuting in the name of Jesus, and you're not taking him to your church. And he gets all close in my face in the cheese aisle. God, he scared the shit out of me, because he looked just like, dude, I'm all fucking laughing right now. He looked just like Freddy Krueger, dude. I swear, if I could have took a picture of this douchebag. He gets in my face, he's like, you're right. I'm not. And then he gets this huge smile. And then I'm like, oh my God, what is he doing with these people? Where is he taking these? Who are these people? Like, everybody in town knows him. He stands on the corner of AutoZone telling people to stop sinning and talks to them about Jesus and all this shit, but he doesn't bring them to the church. Where is he taking them? I have no idea, dude. God didn't let me know, and I don't want to know. Anyways, going back to it, I tell him that. I was like, well, I've bound you, and you're not getting away with that shit no more. Something like that. And he gets all close to me, and he's like, it's not working. And I grab my son. I was like, my Holy Spirit's watching you. And I act real hard and tough, but I am terrified, bro. I am so terrified at this moment of this weird guy. All the magic and rituals I do, I'm terrified. I make a video, I come home, tell everyone about it. I'm so scared. Mr. Plum's like, I'll call the police if he shows up. He's a weirdo. I was like, dude, he is a weirdo. He scared the shit out of me. What happened? I bound him and he disappeared, and he only kept showing up at the full moons. I haven't seen him since. And then I left town. He was a weirdo. Scary Larry, dude. Scary Larry, bro. That guy was scary. Anyways, going back to, yeah, God didn't save me from Scary Larry. He's not going to save you. I don't know where that came from. Going back to it. I mean, yeah, You can't, nobody's going to rescue you. The Eight of Swords is a card of bondage and constraint, whether it is the cause of this is an illness, disability, dead-end job, troubled relationship, or financial circumstances. Here it goes. This is my profession. Leave that. That's no longer serving you. That's all I have to do for the next 57 years of my life is tell you that. Hopefully somebody's gonna listen. You may be feeling lonely and isolated. The dilemma is self-created and the restrictions lie in your mind. It is bondage to your own fears and self-limitations that need to be banished. You think you can't escape, but you can. You think you don't have options, but you do. You think of yourself as a victim and you hand over your power to others, allowing yourself to be constrained by their rules. Meaning, what would people think? Or what if I let you down? Or what if I leave you? Or what about you? What about you, dude? Take responsibility for yourself. Use positive power of swords to think your way through the situation. Reversed meaning. You've been through a difficult period, but now you're beginning to see your way through. You can gain temporary relief from your problems by distancing yourself from them. This will enable you to gain better perspective on what faces you, which may not be as bad as you fear. Don't be afraid to ask for help from friends or professionals. That's what I'd be doing. I'd be hitting up people's. On page 33, Ascending Masters. Again, it's telling you you're either stuck or you have been through difficult times but are beginning to see your way through. You've gained temporary relief from your problems by distancing. The only way you're getting out is getting away from it. You have to break free from your own bondage. Sorry, not sorry. Are you in? What are you eating? I don't know what she's eating. Take responsibility, something. Don't be afraid to ask for help. Well, guys, it's dark and I have to go. And that's what's going to happen tomorrow. What is it? I don't know. It's your own head in the box. Jack in the box. Whatever God says. Here, real quick. Let's pick one. Why? Don't ask why. I mean, ask why, but listen. Listen. That's the answer. You have to go inwards. The answers aren't outside of you. They're inside of you. Meaning God lies within you, dude. He's not outside. You don't need to go outside and look. You just need to sit down and quiet your mind, and he'll speak. It's a little bit hard, but I promise it works. Works every time. Hey, I love you. Catch you tomorrow. Laters. Bye.